Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bad Big Games. I'm your host, Joe. So today we're going to talk about Microsoft's press conference and how it's all or nothing for Microsoft this year and why that gets me so excited. So with that said, and with all that out of the way, Future Joe, roll the intro. So I want to do something a little different when we talk about Microsoft at this year's E3, because I get it, out of any conference, I think we know the least about Microsoft in terms of leaks or rumors is concerned, and it's fun to do predictions and guessing games when, Microsoft has reserved this 2-hour slot for just them and them alone at E3. So I get it. It's fun to do predictions, but for me, it's not about the predictions. It's about what's at stake. It's about what's on the line. And for Microsoft and for me, everything's on the line. For years now, I want Microsoft to finally hit back, because before I talk about the direction I want to see Microsoft go, I got to tell you guys why I kind of fell out of love with Microsoft, because I've been with this company, I've been with the brand rather, for years, ever since the OG Xbox. I opened that console up and I got that Duke controller. That's how long I've been with the Xbox brand. I remember playing Halo Combat Evolved and losing hours of sleep playing co-op with my brother. I remember opening the MechAssault, Xbox Live bundle and calling myself Warlike Coffee. It was one of the random generated names. It's not awesome schlong, but it would do. And it was an amazing game that I got to experience for the first time online. I was facing people in other continents. It was crazy. I remember playing Gears of War when I was sick, healing from surgery, and just having so much fun with my friend across the street. I love Microsoft. I've been with them for 2 consoles now, but when it came with the Xbox One's announcements back when, 2013 with the launch of the Xbox One, that's where it lost me. And I feel like for years at that point, they were just busy doing damage control. It was, let's drop the price of this console. Let's drop the Kinect. Now let's start reevaluating what this console and what the Xbox brand means. And in that time, they've done some great things. Game Pass backwards compatibility, just to name a few, those are awesome services. They've done a great job so far of getting their community satisfied with the Xbox service. But with that said, copyright, there's still so much that needs to be done for Microsoft's brand, because services are great, Game Pass is great, backwards compatibility is great, but I'm not buying a console for services. I'm buying a console for games, and that's the thing that you're truly lacking. And that makes us go into our first thing here. As Microsoft, you need to realize what you do good. And I think you're realizing it right now, is that you see PlayStation, right? They do great first-party stuff. They do great single-player stuff. They do great open-world things. Look at God of War, look at Uncharted, look at Horizon Zero Dawn, look at Game of the Generation, Bloodborne. All these games are fantastic, and all these games are single-player focused. They're all about single-player. They don't even try, Uncharted, great multiplayer, but aside, Uncharted because of its single player. These games because of their stories, and these games sell consoles. God of War proves that. April was the highest selling console, was the God of War PlayStation 4 Pro bundle. Wow, what a title. Was the most bought and sought after console in April. That's crazy. Their games sell consoles. We see it with Nintendo Switch, right? Mario Odyssey is the highest selling game on that console. More than half of the user base owns Mario Odyssey, over 60% last time I checked. We have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. When that game came out, that was the only thing people were talking about for, it seems like, the month of March entirely was just all eyes on Legend of Zelda. And not just because the Switch was portable. We're not talking about the Switch. We're talking about, wow, this game is amazing. Whether it's on the go or at your home, the game's just great. The games sell their consoles. Nintendo focuses on the family, and that's why they're so successful. Sony focuses on single player, that's why they're so successful. Why are you successful? What was big about the 360? What's big about your console? And it's easy to see. It's Xbox Live, right? Whether you think it's the best or not, the perception is gamers think when we think of online, we're thinking of Xbox Live first. We think that is the greatest place to play online games. And I gotta admit, even as a Sony fan this generation, it's true. At least I can change my name on Xbox Live. Hell, I could do it on the Nintendo Online service, and that service just looks bad. So again, the Xbox Live moniker is that it is the place to play online games. The reason why we're playing Halo, the reason why we're playing Gears of War, though those stories are awesome and I love them, it's because of the multiplayer. Focus on multiplayer, which it seems like you're doing and that you are focusing on with games like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay, rolling out this Game Pass-like service with your first-party brand, which is great. And let's lead into that. So yeah, first thing, know what you do great. Focus on online. Focus on multiplayer games, whether that is competitive or whether that is co-op. The second thing is look at Sea of Thieves. Look at State of Decay. Both of those games are huge successes for Microsoft. Take what you think of them out of the conversation. Doesn't matter here. The only thing that matters is that Sea of Thieves sold 2 million units in its first week. That's a huge success. And why? Because it came out in the middle of spring. The only games that came out a week afterwards was Ni no Kuni, MLB The Show, and Far Cry 5. That's it. Everybody were talking about Sea of Thieves. For better or for worse, people bought it, people played it. You had those exclusive deals of IGN and GameSpot to cover these games. It got people looking at your console for the first time in a really long time, and not just looked, but actually went and purchased your stuff. That's important. Whether you think the quality of Sea of Thieves is good or bad, it doesn't matter. The game sold. Look at Gears of War. Look at Halo 5. Whatever you think about them, take it out. Like I said, I love both Halo and I love Gears of War. And I thought 4 was fantastic, but both of those games underperformed. Why? Because they were in a crowded holiday season. I remember Halo 5, came out like a few days or like a week or two before Call of Duty did. It doesn't make sense. Your games, they don't have the power, the punch that they used to, and you have to come to grips with that. Look at what Sony does. Look at what Nintendo did with the Switch. They have these games come out in the springtime. People get excited. People got excited for God of War. It was the first real big Sony exclusive in April. What else was there? Labo? That was it. And people ate that game up. The game sold 3 million copies in its weekend alone. It's the highest or the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive ever. Why? Because it came out where no one else was. It was able to say, hey guys, look, for a week, all eyes are on us because this game's getting perfect scores. It's amazing. The game's good. The quality's good. People bought that game. There was no big competition. Do you think God of War would do anywhere near as good if it was in the holiday season, competing with the likes of Red Dead Redemption, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Star Wars? I'm so sorry. Battlefront 2. I'm so sorry. I have EA in the mind and it's, so sorry. Spider-Man, Destiny, all these games coming out in the holiday season. No, it just wouldn't. So stop getting your games on holiday. Start focusing on filling up that, late January to May or June, time period. Games still sell. Monster Hunter, oh my God, so amazing. It was in January. That game came out in January. Come out where nobody else is and you're gonna do fantastic. The third and final thing, I put up 2. Oh my goodness. The third and final thing here, guys, is you need to realize, Phil Spencer, look in the mirror. What do you see? You might see Phil Spencer, but you also see that you're employed by Microsoft. Xbox, you're Microsoft. You are a $1 billion plus company. You are owned by one of the biggest tech manufacturers there is right now. The owners of Nokia. Bad example, but you get my point. It's a huge company. You have deep pockets. You're working so well with people like Nintendo. Let's start making deals now. Let's start. Phil Spencer, you teased us after this E3 going, oh yeah, we made deals. You just got to wait till next E3. You know, you came out with the X, and right when you did, you go, oh yeah, and you know, the CEO of Microsoft just infused us with a whole bunch of cash. You're going to see us start buying developers. You said it. Now put your literal money where your wallet is and start spending that money. Start buying developers. Look at Playground Games. Rumor has it that they're making Fable 4. Go for it. Buy them. They've made the Horizon series one of my favorite series that you have right now. Horizon 3 is one of the highest rated Xbox games that you have right now. Go out there, purchase them. Look at MDHR with Cuphead. Oh my God, Cuphead was one of my favorite games last year. Please, please, please buy them. They could be your media molecule. They could be your retro studios of indie games where they're pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a small studio. They don't need to make a Cuphead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 collection every single year. You could have them flex their creative muscles. They could come out with a game every 4 years, but when that game comes out, holy shit, is all eyes on them. That's what you need to do. Put your money where your mouth is and spend it and start buying developers and start making deals with publishers and developers again. You need to be competitive because though it's great to shake your hands with other competitors like Nintendo, you need to go out there and you need to realize you have IP. How awesome would it be? How awesome would it be? You have Playtronic Games, right? The people of Yooka-Laylee. They are the original Rare team. They are a lot of the original Rare team. How awesome would it be they make a Banjo-Kazooie game? How awesome would that be? Now wait right here. This is where things start taking a turn to crazy town. You're playing so nice with Nintendo. Rumor has it that there is going to be some type of characters making their way from the Microsoft brand over to Super Smash Bros. How awesome would that be if it's Banjo? How awesome would it be that you have Banjo-Kazooie, whatever, remake, sequel, whatever the case may be, 2019, and then right after that trailer, after you think the hype's over, Banjo's out again, and you're like, why is Banjo out? You know, like he's running around. What's going on? We just saw a trailer. Banjo turns, and you see that flaming, you know, Smash insignia. That would get people crazy. What after you come out with Halo 6, right? Master Chief lands on the ground. It's finished the fight. Part 2, hashtags everywhere. And then you see the Master Chief again. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We just saw the Master Chief. And he turns around. Bam. That Smash insignia. That would be crazy. That would really show that, hey guys, listen, we're about the games. That's the thing that made the PlayStation 4 so popular. It was that phrase. By the players, for the players. I say it all the time because that's what you do. That's how you win. It's by capturing the hearts and minds of gamers. And by saying, hey, listen, we're about let's end this stupid console war and let's start making some great games together. That's freaking nuts. That's awesome. Microsoft, you have all this great IP. You have all of Rare to make whatever game you want. Let Coalition go out there and make Perfect Dark. Let's go out there and get the 343 devs to make Battletoads. Whatever the case may be, let your developers make something that they want to make. Again, it's awesome that you're doing all these great things. Let this E3 be the culmination of everything that you've learned. Look at what Sony learned with the PlayStation 3 going into the PlayStation 4. You're in the most powerful position, Microsoft, because right now you are the most humble company out there. You're not here to win, okay? Get that idea out of your head. You're there to get people like me who went away from the Xbox to look back and go, you know what? Maybe I'll make an Xbox podcast made by the players for the players. You know, maybe I'm actually going to turn on my Xbox One X. You need to get people to go, you know what? I'll go out there. I'll buy an Xbox One X, even if I own a PlayStation. You need to go out there and go, I'm going to buy an Xbox One S because I like how they're playing nice with my Nintendo Switch. Let's see what they're able to offer us. That's how you win. It's getting people back in your camp and making those people who have stuck with you for years feel vindicated. And so with that said, yeah, the stakes are high for Microsoft. They really are. For me as a customer, I love Microsoft. I want to see them be as great as they can be. I want to see that renaissance that was the 360 back with the Xbox One, with this Xbox brand. And so with that, It is do or die. If I see another, conference where they're just, if I see a fucking Porsche on stage again, I'm gonna lose it. And I know I am, but like, show me games, bring out developers, let me see the passion of them. I love you, Phil, but I want to see less of you. I want to see your developers, I want to see the people you hired talk about the love that they have for their projects. And so with all that said, and with all that out of the way, I want to know what your thoughts are going into this E3. Are you excited? Are you a little nervous? Are you scared? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I want to know what your big predictions are for this E3 for Microsoft. So get them down there in the comments. I want to see them, because here at Big Games, it's about the conversation. It's not even about consoles. To me, I love my Xbox. I love my PlayStation. I love my Nintendo Switch. It's all about us coming together, saying, you know what? Console wars are stupid. Let's just talk about video games. And if you're like that idea, if you like this type of video, hit like, share, subscribe. It helps me out. It builds this big, beautiful family that I call Bad Big Games, and it's all possible to the generous donations from patreon.com/make us better. You can become a patron for just $1 a day. Oh my god, that would be $30. You could be that generous if you want for $1 a month, and you can see your name in these credits somewhere that are probably floating up right now. Nick Militia, you're talking me. Get away. With all that said, please, I'm losing my sanity here. So with all that said, with all that out of the way, Future Joe, roll the outro, keep your wits about you, and have a great one.